Okay, let's see. Are we live? Are we live? It's saying excellent, so I'm gonna say that means we are live. Why am I upside down? Why does it keep doing that? Am I upside down in OBS again? I'm upside down. That's not right. Oh, okay. But before I fix it, I need to. Like, there we go. That's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, let's fix this. I don't know why it defaults to me being upside down. I also didn't mean to have a camera on for a stop motion stream. But yeah, guess we might as well have it on. No reason not to. Um, Though I don't really need to be big for a stop motion stream. Do 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 do. Ah, there we go. That lines up better. That looks nicer. Let's get some music started. And let me open some chat. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm just getting my chat set up. There we go. Hey, Sir Komodo Dragon and Jawhead RDR. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some animating today. And welcome Chase and Carl. I'm gonna leave the face cam on for now. But when I'm animating, I do a lot of standing up, like back and forth. And I don't want it to I think standing up, you're just gonna be looking at me like this the whole time. Hey, if I angle it up, it won't be as bad. Let me have a look. I want to see. I want to make it so. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off this one for this one. Because I'm not gonna be looking at the camera. Yes, I want to move face cam. There we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize, Jawhead, that you're Ricardo and you changed your username. Gotcha. Hey, Carl. Good to see you. It has been a while. Okay, so if you were at our last Minecraft animation stream, you'll remember that what we did last time is we made a bunch of Minecraft stop motion shorts. And that's what we're doing today, except the theme around this one are enchantments. So each episode's going to be a different Minecraft enchantment. And it'll make more sense as we go, but that is where we are going today. And there's our first photo. And I know at the moment it might look a little bit out of focus, but I did check the full HD version, and that is... He's not perfectly in focus, but I want the emphasis to be on the enchantment table anyway. And speaking of that, I'm going to back that up, because I actually want the enchantment table to be spinning a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now we can take a photo. And we're going to have it rotate this way. There we go. Okay. And basically, the enchantment table we want to spin as slowly as possible. And then the walking doesn't have to be as slow, because if you do end walking too slow, especially for a short, people aren't gonna watch it. They'll just scroll by. They'll be like, I don't want to watch a guy just walking. But yeah, this is just an establishing shot. This is meant to be, there's not meant to be anything super crazy happening yet. And we're actually going to be filming this shot 4 times with 4 different characters. Oh wait, did I move the book that time? I did not. I need to move the book. There we go. Okay, and we're actually going to zoom this in a bit. Because, at least in my opinion, there's not much point to seeing the bottom of the screen, because I'm actually going to crop part of it and just add black borders at the bottom. And this should be right foot forward. There we go. Gonna twist him back a bit. Can't wait for the full animation. Have you decided what the next... This is the next mini-series. The next stop-motion mini-series is going to be Lego Minecraft Enchantments. So basically, I don't know if you've ever seen these. There's a few people that do them on like Instagram Reels, where there'll be like some kind of effect or power up in a game, and they'll do like an epic animation of the power up. I'm doing that, but for enchantments. It'll make more sense once we're finished with it. So that is the next mini series. This doesn't mean that every mini series is going to be Minecraft. It's just that I've this is an idea I've had for a while, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. And this time it's going to be left foot forward. There we go. But yeah, so we're going to try and film 4 of these tonight. Whether we get through all 4, I don't know. I mean, we'll get through parts of all 4, because the establishing shot for all of them is essentially the same. So the establishing shot will just be, they walk towards the enchantment table. They pull out the item. They enchant the item. And then after that, when it, like, shows off what the enchantment does, that's the part that will be different for each character. I think the walking cycle is looking good. And we're not actually going to have him... Oops, I think... Oh, a few times in a row, I think I forgot to move... Book. I did. Oh, no. I bet I can just back it up. Okay, it's just that one. I bet I can fix that. Okay, so it's just... I think this frame is where he'd be at. And it should be left foot forward. Yeah, that's an easy fix. And the book should be spinning counterclockwise. I don't know if that's actually the direction enchantment books spin. But that's what I'm going with, because I've already committed to it. Come on, balance. Ah, that's close enough. There we go. But tell me, for those of you that are in the chat right now, I'm curious what enchantments you think I'm going to be animating. I'll give you the hint that 3 of them are combat related and 1 of them is not. And we're going right foot forward. Smite. Smite would be a good one. Unfortunately, Smite is not one of them, and it's actually for a very particular reason that's really annoying. Protection of poison. There's actually not a poison protection enchantment. Oh, do you mean that is 2 separate things? Ah, yeah, sorry, I misread that. Protection, there will be a form of protection enchantment for 1 of them. I just did the same thing again, right? I didn't animate the book. Man, I keep doing that. That's not good. Okay, I need to back up. There we go. Okay, so where should we be? Right foot going forward is where we should be back to. I need to remember to keep rotating this. But yeah, so the reason that we don't have Smite is that I wanted to use items that I actually own the enchanted texture of in Lego. And the only Lego set with an enchanted sword is the Ocean Monument. So a Lego Minecraft enchanted sword is like $10. Now, am I going to eventually buy some? Yes, because I like doing Minecraft animations. So at some point I will get probably 2 of them. But I am a little annoyed of how expensive they are. I'm just like, why is it so, like, for me, I'm just like, I feel like they should be making the enchanted sword in more sets. That's what's kind of got me confused. Let's see. It won't be fire protection, so one of them is actually going to be blast protection, which is from explosions. There's no knockback enchantment. There's one that causes knockback. And then protection, like regular protection, just protects against almost all forms of damage. Let's see, what are we doing? Right, left foot forward. And this is going to be the last step, actually. Did I move the book? I did move the book. So yeah, blast protection will be the one. I do want to do thorns eventually. We're not doing thorns tonight, but that will be one we do eventually. There's one similar to looting that we'll be doing. It's not looting, but something similar. Loyalty will be one that I'll be doing. That's one of my favorite enchantments. Yeah, so we'll be doing blast protection, loyalty is one, and then there's two more. One is similar to looting, just not for swords. Impaling would be a good one, but that's not the one we're doing today. I'll give you a hint. The two that are left, one's for a crossbow and one's for a pickaxe. It's not triple shot, although I do want to do triple shot eventually. You're really good at picking ones that I plan on doing if this series continues, which I'm really hoping it does because I'm actually liking it. It's not luck. There's a word for it when it's on a pickaxe. There we go. Oh wait, did I move the book? I did not move the book. It is imperative that we move the book each time. It's not efficiency. It's something for a pickaxe that's similar to looting. There we go. Let's see. How is this looking? Okay, there's a reflection. Where are those reflections coming from? Oh, it's his face. Although I think I might try and edit those out. But that shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I might edit out those reflections. And one thing about Lego is that it's highly reflective. Yes, Fortune will be one of the enchantments. So that actually just leaves this guy's, is going to actually be for a crossbow. So it's not triple shot. There's a particular crossbow enchantment this guy will be using. There we go. It will be quick shot. That is correct. It's actually kind of funny that you've got a Red Dead Redemption picture because the quick shot one is definitely going to be Western themed. quick charge, quick shot. What's the correct title for it? I put it on my file. Let's see. Quick charge. There we go. Okay, let's see. How's the shot looking? I think I might just get it up to 48 frames. That way it's a 2-second shot. It feels weird for your establishing shot to only be 2 seconds, but for a short, that is very acceptable. Because Minecraft, like YouTube Shorts and just Reels in general, the whole aim of the game is retention and grabbing their attention, and it's really tricky because the average person swipes very quickly. But I'm curious to see, like, I did a black background for this one so that regardless of the different enchantments, that it kind of blends in with what we're doing. But we'll see how that goes. You need a good hook? Yes. I'm hoping that people seeing, ooh, it's an enchantment table might be a good hook. But we'll see. Okay, so we've got shot number 1 of the quick charge animation. And you'll notice for those who play Minecraft, I actually do have the correct number of bookshelves here. Excuse me. We've got a grindstone for getting rid of enchantments if we don't like them, and we've got an anvil for combining books. So this is actually a completely legitimate Minecraft enchantment setup. So now we're going to export movie, and this one, I've made it so that I can expand my pixels by a lot, which is good. It makes the files way bigger, but I don't care. It means I can like zoom in and edit a bunch of stuff easier. So we've got quick charge shot 1, export movie, and if that comes out good, then I can mark it as complete. I apologize for the coughing. But it's going to be interesting because kind of the purpose of these shorts is also that they're fairly easy to animate. So like my plan is to probably not stream any later than midnight tonight, and I reckon we can finish these 4 shorts. I don't plan to edit them on stream. I might do a video where I edit it on stream one day, but not tonight. Okay. Let's have a look. As long as it's not colossally bad, we're going to keep it. Okay, it lagged. That's not helpful at all. Stop lagging. There we go. There was a little bit of flickering there. I think that was just in my head. Yep, there we go. Perfect. That will be shot 1 of quick charge. So that means we can actually mark quick charge as complete for shot 1. Okay, so now we are going to do whatever the next one is. New scene. This is going to be, what's the next one? Loyalty. So we're going to start the person who has loyalty walking up. So that will be enchantment and then L for loyalty. I'm going to back up. And that's where the photos will go. Oh, I did mean to check one thing. How many studs back did I have the this one? Yeah, I need to find out how many studs back did we start this walking. Hey Pretzel, welcome to the stream. Did I get a new laptop? I mean, since last year, yes, but it was a while ago. Okay, how many? Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is where we're going to be starting. And we are now doing the loyalty character, which is going to be, I think, it's essentially just Alex, but like in an ocean-themed outfit. But you'll be able to see it more on the... And actually, what will be a good way of measuring if we're in the right spot? Let's go from here. Yep, we're in the right spot. Let's see. You never noticed it was Apple lol? Oh, it's probably just because most streams have actually had them zoomed in a bit. But this one I don't. But yeah, so it's not a new laptop, just slightly different dimensions on the stream. So now we're going to go back to Enchantment Loyalty. Open take. And now we're going to do the same thing again. So I know it's going to be a little bit repetitive at the beginning, but it makes it a lot easier for me if I film them all together. Where's Fluid? I don't know where Fluid is. I am curious as well. Okay, and we'll have Alex looking at the enchantment table. And then I'm going to have the enchantment table in a different position. That way people aren't like, you just did them all together. What am I guessing, Pretzel? I already know that I like the settings because I just did the same settings. Okay. Going to continue the counterclockwise movement. Oh, and let's add onion skinning. That way we can see what's going on. Okay, what I'm going to try to get into the habit of is move the enchantment book first. That way I can get this done relatively quick without having to reset. So enchantment book and then step. Enchantment book, right foot forward. Your mom's gonna let you dye your hair blue this summer? Are you sure you want to do that? That is a very extreme color to do. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying, are you sure? Because that's gonna be a color that's a little bit hard to hide if you don't like it. There we go. I think that's looking right. We're going to get a little bit of flickering. I don't know. Can you see the mouse on this stream? Looks like it's set that you can't. But right below her feet. Actually, wait. I can change. Actually, I don't know how to change that while not setting up a stream. But let's see. We're doing left foot forward. But yeah, no. The flickering, I should be able to edit out fairly easily. It's just because the Lego is very reflective. It's a dark blue, lol, probably should have said. Okay, so yeah, a dark blue you should be able to get by without it being, like, too much, I feel like. Not saying that you can never do it, it's just a very bright color if you do light blue and then you decide you don't like it. It's kind of hard to be like, oh, I'm going to ignore that. Oh, I think we're actually... Am I meant to be... Okay, that was unstud, in between stud. Okay, yep, no, that is correct. How was the last one 48 frames? Am I making this character walk faster? I don't know. But they don't have to all be the same speed anyway. I don't want them to be identical. Jawhead, what Bible should you get? Do you mean like what translation? Or do you mean like a specific brand that has like good quality like binding or something? That'll help me answer the question more accurately. There we go. And continue to rotate counterclockwise. specific brand. I'll be honest, I don't buy Bibles often, which isn't because I don't read mine. It's just because I like to look after mine, so I don't have to keep buying them. Although if you want a very, is this a study Bible or is this like one you're going to be using at church? Because one study Bible I have that I really like, it's a um chronological order Bible, which means all the verses are in order of occurrence instead of how the books are usually arranged. Which means, sorry, I'm making sure I get this right. Yep. Which means that you'll be reading several books at once, but it's all in time order, which I really like. I think it's cool. If you like, if just to read, if you already have one Bible, I would get a chronological order Bible, because it's just a really cool way to read the Bible, like knowing the exact time order everything happens in. But if you're looking for like a regular Bible, I'd say just don't buy like the cheapest one you can find. That way the binding isn't bad. Okay, I think we're gonna have Alex take one more step, and I did not rotate the book first. That's what I'm supposed to do. What's the name though? I've got that Bible in this room. Let me grab it real quick. I'll be away from the mic for like 2 seconds. Okay, so the Bible I have for the chronological is a chronological life application study Bible. I'm just gonna write that in the chat actually. That way you can see it. There we go. And then I use a KJV one personally. Not saying that you must read the KJV or file or rain down from heaven. That's a translation that I prefer, and I believe it to be one of the more accurate ones. But always still make sure you're looking up context if you don't understand a passage. Okay. In between studs now. There we go. Wait, did I not rotate? Okay, I did rotate it. I was about to be like, did I not follow my own rule? There we go. No problem. I'm glad that I was able to help. It's one of my favorite ways to read the Bible that I've done is the chronological one. It's just I don't know. It's really cool, especially when you're reading through like Kings and Chronicles. It makes it a lot easier to like keep things straight over like which king's doing what, and it makes it easy to not get out of order as much as you might without it. Part of me feels like I'm not rotating the book, but I think it's just because I'm doing very slow movements. Which is the goal, because like those books rotate quickly. You posted a video on TikTok and it's 100% getting used against me tomorrow. What was the video about? Is it the fact that you said you're going to dye your hair blue? Is that what the video is about? Or is it, did you do something else that you're going to have to answer for? Okay, now we're going to rotate it. And then Alex is going to start straightening back up. I don't have TikTok. I can't see a video. That's the one social media that I'm like, I already post my stuff on like 3 different things. I don't need to worry about doing another one. I'm considering like doing like behind the scenes or like just updates on Twitter, but that's as far as I plan to get on expanding right now. From memory, I think I had someone try to get me onto Truth Social with my content, and I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I'm happy with what I've got. Okay, let's see. That's looking good. Yeah, there we go. So let's just have the book rotate until we've got a 2 second shot. That seems to be the sweet point. Sweet spot. That's the term. Hey, you're good. I know lots of people that like that band. I mean, I've never listened to the. I've probably heard a song from them, like in the supermarket or something. I don't know. But there's way cringier things you could have said. This is such a riveting part of the animation. But it is relatively easy to animate. It's just a book spinning. Spinning and spinning. There we go. Chris, in the 22nd, there's going to be a meteor shower. Ooh, that'll be cool. I'm hoping that's visible from where I'm at. And I mean, there's also what day of the week is the 22nd? There's a chance I could be working late that night, and I just don't see it. Okay. Almost done with this one. And then we'll be halfway done with the walking shots, which are probably the simple shots that'll take the longest. So the most boring ones to watch, to be honest. So, and by that I mean boring to watch them be animated. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna edit this. Man, I'm gonna see if I can edit it so that you can see my mouse. Properties. Okay, I do have show cursor. Why can I not? Can you see my? Okay, you can. Perfect. So you'll notice right here, there's a little bit of flickering, and what it is that's Alex's head reflecting off the top. So if I don't mind this one because that's just her actual reflection, but up here, I might try to see if I can edit that out. But if not, it's not a huge deal because that is a natural reflection. It's not a mistake reflection because that's just actually what light does. Okay, so we're going to go back to loyalty, which is what this one is. We're going to export it into our videos file. Some of those who like to know how I do my videos, I sometimes have a file called final, which is where I put my final video. But since these are short and not going to have many files, I'm just going to put it in the open here. Photos is where the individual photos I take for my animation. Video is going to be where the MP4 files go, although in this instance we're actually exporting them as a different type of file so I can get higher resolution. And then audio is where all my sound effects and music will go. Which, considering how short these are, they're going to be more sound effects driven than music. Although at the very end of the video, I might play like a sting, which is when you play like a really short piece of music. The only thing with the fact that I've upgraded my resolution is that it takes a lot longer to export, but it's worth it because it makes the videos look so much better. A mini-series in which I say a random biology fact and then I make a build about it. We'll see. At the moment, as far as like a building mini-series, well, it's not even a mini-series, it's a big series. The Bible book builds are the one I'm focusing on right now. That was actually almost going to be the stream tonight, but I wanted to do these ones. And also, I'm doing a lot of builds about the minor prophets right now, which is a lot of passages about prophets announcing judgment against the ancient kingdoms of Judah and Israel. And I've actually had a lot of problems in comments lately of people being actually quite anti-Semitic in the comments. So I'm going to try to keep it so that hopefully that doesn't happen in the live stream. And if it does, I'll just try to make sure I have a mod on those days. Because it's been a weird problem I've had to deal with lately. I don't know. It's a big file, so I get that it's lagging, but I want to be able to know, is my video good? Come on. It's lagging. Stop. Go. Okay, come on. Let's try opening it from this directly. I need to know if my footage is good. There we go. Footage is good. Yep, there we go. Footage is fine. Okay, so that means next we're doing Fortune. Okay, so that means file, new scene, which is going to be EF for Enchantment Fortune. And we're going to back this up. Can I back this up? Where are we? There we go. Okay, Fortune, photos, save. Okay. I do like the idea of a random biology fact, though. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, or that I am. I like the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to put Minor here. He's very bright yellow. He will probably catch people's attention. Let's see. There we go. Does it look like he's looking at the enchantment? Yeah, maybe just a little bit to the left. There we go. I'm gonna make the book into a different position so they're not all identical. And we have done the trident one, so that's 2 shots down. 21 to go, I think, but that's okay, because they are going by quickly, because this has not been a long stream yet, and we're already doing pretty well. Let's see. Just doing some comment modding real quick. Had some posts go up. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I don't know. I've had a lot of more annoying and weird and kind of spiteful comments lately. Some of them have been, like, politely mean, but still. I'm having to do more comment moderating lately than I usually do. But that's the nature of your channel growing. Such is life. So it's really... I really shouldn't complain about it. It's just something I'm trying to be conscious of that I actually have to pay attention to now. Oh, no! He fell! Minecraft Miner fell. Was it here that he's up to? No, he should be here, right? Nope. Is that... Okay, I need to be here? Nope. Come on. There we go. And I have rotated the book. There we go. Rotating the book counterclockwise. And then he's going for a stroll up to the enchantment table so he can get his Fortune 3 pickaxe. And then rotate the book. Right foot forward. Why did it change the video source? Okay, it's good, but I don't know why it was like, your video source is your camera. I'm like, I know it's this camera. Okay. There we go. Rotate counterclockwise. Then we've got an in-between stud step. Rotate counterclockwise. Then finish that step. And then now we're doing left foot forward. Another rotation counterclockwise. Well, part of a rotation. I'm trying to keep saying counterclockwise, or at least say it every once in a while so I remember which way the book is actually spinning. Because if the book starts spinning the wrong direction, that is going to not look good. To my knowledge, enchantment tables just rotate one direction, but I really should have researched which direction they spin, but I don't think it's a big deal. go. Rotate right foot forward. Rotate right foot forward. Then we're going to be in a half stud step next. Push counterclockwise in between studs. Nope, don't fall over. No falling over, not allowed. There we go. And I think this is looking fine. We can do a quick check once. Oh, wait, was I in between studs on stud? Okay, yeah, so this is correct. There we go. How's the animation looking so far? Looking fine. And we are doing left foot forward. And this will be the last step before he kind of bows to a stop. Even though he's not bowing, it's just inertia from walking forward. There we go. I'm realizing now that I could have put a different stud in the middle of the book. That way it would not have a full clear brick underneath it. But I'm thinking also that I don't know if it would stay in the middle if I do that. Or I might try and see if I can finagle a rig together to make it float a little better. There we go. So now inertia is going to push his body just a little bit. And this just adds a little bit more weight to his steps, especially since, like, he's walking fairly quickly. Like, for a Lego person. I think for a Minecraft character, he's actually walking about average speed. And I just realized, I don't know if I'm hiding frogs in the series or not. I'm still deciding whether I want to keep hiding frogs in YouTube Shorts. Because the shorts are so short that I feel like it's almost not worth hiding them. So, eventually I'll come to a system on that. Robot Ham, enjoy some watch time on my way home, lol. I am thankful for your watch time. It's a little bit of a quiet stream, but it is a stop-motion animating stream, so that's to be expected. Nothing too wild there. But it's nice to get a little bit of watch time doing something that I was already going to do. So, thank you so much. I appreciate your watch time and watch hours and your support. And also, for those in the chat, Robot Ham is actually one of my patrons as well. So he has access to my long-form videos early. His name is in the end of my long-form credits. Like, he's at long-form videos. And what's the other reward? Oh, yeah. And he has his character at the end of the animations. So, if you would like rewards like that, please consider subscribing to my Patreon. There we go. And now the miner is leaning back up, which means after the man, I keep losing my train of thought while I'm trying to talk while animating is a nightmare. Man. Okay, I can do this. Gather my thoughts, then try to speak. What was I talking about? That's not good. I'll get there. I think it'll help when we're also doing a different camera angle. We've only got one more shot that's like this one, and then we are doing... it'll be a higher camera angle shot, where it's going to be very close to the enchantment table. and it's going to be the item being placed on the table and enchanted. And we're almost there. Just 6 more photos. And then we just got to do the last one, which is the blast protection. Which I'm actually really excited for how that video is going to go. Rotating the enchantment book. Patreon name? Oh, it'll be Chris Comedies. It's actually on the... I should have put that in the description. It'll be Chris Comedies with the space in between Chris and Comedies. It's the same as my YouTube name. I usually have it in the description of my videos. I just realized I didn't have it in my live stream one. I have to add it next time. And again, I'm not saying that, like, I'm going to stop making content if you don't subscribe to my Patreon. But it would be nice if people checked it out. Not necessarily even if they donated, but if they at least looked at it. There we go. But that to say, though, if you do feel like donating, I'm not going to stop you. Because I really love getting to do this. And if I could do this full-time one day, it would be awesome. There we go. I think this shot looks good. Robot Ham, but he will stop making content. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, do I scare people into, like, giving me money? Like, if you don't give me money, I'm going to stop making videos. Is that bad to do? I don't know. Hey, Go Play Creations, you've got a new profile picture. Let's see. Oh! Man, I'm sorry, Go Play Creations. That does not sound fun. Yeah, that if someone reacts violently when you say they can't voice a character for you, that is not good. Yeah, be safe out there. But so you had to go through that though. That's no fun. And see if this is good. Then we've got one more establishing shot, and then we're up to way easier ones. When Chris Comedies becomes Chris Comedies, you'll demand the money. Oh, Chris Comrades. That's that would be really funny to do like a communism arc on my YouTube channel. Chris Comrades instead of Chris Comedies. Yes, then I'll demand the money. That's actually a really funny idea. Okay, is it actually not gonna lag this time? Come on, just play the video. It lagged again. I need to know if the footage looks good, and I can't tell if it's still lagging. I think it looks good, even though it is lagging. I think it's because my computer's running OBS, Dragon Frame, and this video file at the same time. I really should be able to do this. Let me try opening you again. Play. There we go. I think it's just I need to reopen the file. Is that speck on my screen, or is that in the animation? There's a red dot, like, right there. Oh, wait. I think it might be... I can't tell what that is. But it's a single pixel. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, so now we are on to new scene, which is Enchantment Blast Protection. So EBP. Scene 1, take 1. Which is going to be Minecraft Enchantments, Blast Protection, and Photos. Save. And now, one last shot of a character walking up to the screen. Not the screen, to the enchantment table. Hey, Pablo, welcome to the stream. What am I making? I am making a series of Minecraft shorts that are Lego stop motion of characters getting different enchantments on items, and it's kind of like a display of the power of the items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And now we've got... I also just want to point out, this character right here is one of my favorite Minecraft minifigs. I think... I might mispronounce the condition. I think he's meant to have vitiligo, although it could be a burn scar, depending on what your opinion is of this character. I just think he looks really cool. So, I gave him the Blast Protection enchantment. Is what his video will be. Let's see, do I like your new profile picture? Let me open it a little bit bigger so I can actually... Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do. That's pretty cool. Did you make it yourself? Let's see. Let's see. There's a really cool channel named 10 Nights at Ducks. I've never heard of that one. Is it like Five Nights at Freddy's but ducks? Because that's people keep. It's funny. I keep getting comments like, "Will you make something from Five Nights at Freddy's?" And I'm like, it doesn't match the vibe of my channel. I don't think I'm gonna do that one. One time, someone actually cussed me out over it, which I think is really funny. I'm like, it's my channel. I can make the videos I want. Oh, one thing that I'm particularly proud of in this shot right now. So you'll notice that there's like a purplish glow right here. I've got a light right above my camera. I'll cover it right now. That's adding like a purple glow. That way it looks like the enchantment table is actually a light source. I don't know if in the game it's actually a technical light source, but since it's like magically giving out particles, I'm like it should have a glow. I might try to add some enchantment particles actually flying towards the book. Um, I might. We'll see. If it's not too tricky, I'll probably do it. Okay. So I'll do what I did with the other ones, and just make it that he is halfway through a step at the beginning. That way there's motion at the beginning of the shot almost immediately, because that draws people's eyes. Five Nights at Comedy's coming when? Coming never. Okay, and we should probably turn on onion skinning so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. The book rotates counterclockwise. He goes halfway between studs. And then it begins. You're remastering your room. Oh, cool. Any advice on how to talk to a girl by chance? Okay, so I've got two answers to that. My first answer is you're asking a guy who is live streaming stop motion animation. That is not naturally the person you should probably ask how to talk to a girl. Although, by miracles and by the grace of God, I am actually married, which I know, given my job and occupation, you're just like, there's no way this nerd's married. The thing that I'm going to say honestly is you need to focus on being friends with people first. Don't see them for what you can get out of them. I'm going to put this delicately. People have value, not just out of, I want to talk to a girl. You don't want to think in the mindset. I'm not saying that you are, but people are more than that. So you want to make sure that you are looking at people as someone who is created by God and has infinite value in God's eyes for that reason. And then what's going to happen is that when you're friends with people, you're going to find that when one day, probably when you're a little bit older, you're going to find that it will make more sense then. So I don't know if that's necessarily the answer you're looking for, but that's just my advice. Is don't be like, I'm looking for the girl of my dreams. Just focus on being friendly to people first, and it will probably happen that way much more naturally, easier, and just healthier too. But also, I did not date in high school, so if you're talking about like trying to ask someone out to prom, then I have no advice there. I didn't start dating my wife until we were in college. I'd met her briefly before then, but then it turned out we went to the same college, and I'm like, oh, cool! And we got married. And we've been married just over 6 months now. Okay, and I'm going to check to make sure I've actually been animating this correctly, because I've been talking a lot. Okay, it actually does look like I've been doing this correctly. That's a miracle. I need him to lean forward and do a step a bit. There we go. Let's see. Do I click the like button in my own videos? I do not like my own videos. I know that, like, algorithm-wise, maybe I should. I just feel weird doing that. Oh, and just so you know, I wasn't accusing you of not seeing people the right way. I'm just, that's my most important advice. Let's see. Robot Hammer will make sense when I am older. That's honestly a big part of it, too. It will make sense when you are older. I do not like my own videos clipped. I enjoy my videos. I just don't click the like button on my videos. I don't know. I think it started off with I thought it would be arrogant to do it. And then people were like, oh, but it would help the algorithm. And now I'm just kind of like, I already was not doing it, so I just haven't been. And this guy's legs are really hard to track because they're blending into the ground. So it's really hard for me to tell which foot is going forward. Okay, I think it's left foot forward. Yes, left foot forward. I want to get this guy to be done walking so that I can actually not make a mistake. There we go. And then we're doing one more stud forward, and then he'll be done with walking. Okay, he did lean out a bit on that step. Does that look bad? I don't think so. It kind of just looks like he has a rougher gait than other characters. Which I actually kind of do like it when my characters don't all walk exactly the same. I feel like it makes them unique people. Because real people do not all walk identically. It'd be kind of weird, actually, if you were if you were walking out and you saw two people walking completely with the same gait, same walking style, you would be weirded out. It would be a very uncanny valley. Okay, and now we just finish out this step, and then we'll have the inertia of the character stopping, which means he'll lean forward a little bit. And I keep almost bumping my camera. I need to be more careful. Bumping your camera when you're stop motion animating is one of the worst feelings in the world. Actually, where's Fluid, though? I have no clue where Fluid is right now. Let's see. I have never heard of that trend. But no, scalping... And by scalping, I mean like people who buy Lego sets on Pokemon cards in bulk when they really shouldn't, especially like the blind bag stuff. That really annoys me. I know we've got a few, like, obviously we've got Lego fans in the chat, and I know we've got Pokemon fans in the chat, so I'm sure you feel similar as I do on that topic. And I'm actually going to have this guy not lean as far forward as some of the other ones have when they stopped walking. I feel like it'll make him a little bit unique. There we go. And now he's going to start leaning back again. Oh, that was too much. Yep, there we go. I did notice that you changed your profile picture. There's not so many people in the chat that I won't notice those things. There we go. You stopped collecting cards because you were getting bored of it? I don't really collect cards, but if I see a cool Pokemon card, I'll probably buy some more. There's some Pokemon I still really like. There we go. And now we just need to rotate the book until we're at 48 frames. That way this shot lasts 2 seconds. Someone got shot over a Pokemon card? That is wild. Man, some people really need to chill. And I'm not saying that to be flippant. I'm just saying that, like, I don't understand ever getting that mad over an object. Also, I can't remember who brought up last time that Master Builder Alec was leaving YouTube, and he announced it like the day before April Fool's. Yeah, it was just the setup for his April Fool's joke when he had someone else manage the channel. It was really funny. I was kind of suspicious when I saw his video announcement, and then it was like, yeah, this guy, I think it's like Janitor Steve or something, like someone Steve was going to take over the channel. I'm like, okay, so it's a joke. So, I'm glad, because I really like Master Builder Alec. He's cool. Okay, almost done. Just one more photo after this one, and then if it looks good, we can move on to the next shot. There we go. Looking good. And you'll notice there isn't a reflection up here because his head's almost, it's not black, but it's almost as dark as the other part of the background, so we're not having a problem there. So yeah, so it's not a pixel. I think there's a speck of dust wedged in a brick. But I'm not going to worry about it because I'll be bumping up the contrast a little bit on this animation. So no one is going to be able to see that. I'm not going to redo it over a speck of dust. Okay, so now we're going to blast protection, video files, export movie. Let's see. I'm going to look at the stream health real quick. Let's see. Lower than recommended. It's always lower than recommended. Wait, why is my face still... Has my cams been on this whole time? Wait, what? Is my camera still... Okay, I panicked there for a moment. I was like, if my face cam has been left on this whole time... I was not looking at the camera at all. Okay, I was about to be like, oh no. That would have been really funny. It would have been really bad, but really funny. Okay, and what I seem to notice is if I close this and actually open it in Finder, that it actually plays a lot more smoothly. Okay, it did before, and now it's lagging. Come on. You could do it. I think it looks fine. Come on. Cooperate. Come on, computer. You can do it. Why? What did I do to you? Come on. There we go. It looks fine. We're good. Okay. Moving on to the next shot. We're actually done with the first shot of all 4 shorts. So now we're doing item on the table, which is going to take way less time. So we're actually going to start with the one we did first, which was the crossbow one. Let me just actually double check that. Yes, quick charge. So it's quick charge shot 2. So EQC scene 2. For enchantment, quick charge, scene 2. And then we go back to Minecraft enchantments. Quick charge. That moved there for some reason, and I'm afraid to move it. And there we go. So this is the lovely part. While on stream, I try to rearrange my camera, which is always scary. Okay. Gotta remove the duct tape that I used to hold down my set piece. I always duct tape my set to the table, that way it doesn't move. Unless it's a set piece I want to move, which happens occasionally, you want one that moves. But For these ones, we will not be moving them. And essentially, what we want... There's a few ways we can do this. But I think what we're going to do is this lovely strategy called cheating. And by cheating, I mean like cheating camera angles, not like cheating on a test. Because I don't want you to be like, my favorite YouTuber, Chris Comedy, said that I can cheat on my exam tomorrow. That's not what I said. We can cheat camera angles. And by cheating camera angles, what I mean is we're going to do that. And then I'm going to move this a little closer. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to try something a little different. Again, move this up a bit. Don't fall, please don't fall. Okay, I need duct tape to hold my camera down. No falling. You're too expensive to fall. If you fall and break, I need to buy a new camera. There we go. As long as it doesn't fall. Is it falling? Okay, my table is moving. I need to put a weight on my table that's holding the camera. There we go. Add some weight. Okay. And now we're going to zoom in on the enchantment table. You did guess quick charge. Now I just need to make sure. Oh, this is going to look really good. This is going to look so good. Oh, yes, this shot is going to be pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do is the cheating part of this is we're actually removing... In fact, let me zoom out a bit. What we're doing is we're actually going to remove this wall right here. That way we can put our character there and when he enchants the item. Unless, do we want it to come from this angle? No, this camera angle is better because on the right side you got all the like buttons and everything. So you want your action to happen on the left. Which means we'll remove the anvil as well. And the reason this is going to be easier is it's just a shot of someone placing something on an enchantment table and then the item becomes enchanted. So it is going to be a very easy shot. No character walking. The book will spin, but only for a little bit because when you go near a book, an enchantment table, it spins to your direction. So there will not be much spinning in this shot. Okay. There we go. We do still have the purple light. However, what I am going to do is match the degrees that we have for the purple light, which is 279 degrees is the color that it is. And so basically my lights that I have, they're these like square lights like this, and I can change the color temperature with 360 degrees of light. And what we're doing is I'm going to make it so that when the enchantment happens, it actually flashes a bit of purple. Okay, because we've already got a bit. Yeah, oh, that's going to look really cool. Oh, yeah, that's going to look very cool. Be like, and you'll get the enchantment sound. Okay, so it's a crossbow first. Now, I'm not really sure. I think I'm just going to have them hold the item above the table. So it's going to go like... He's going to lower it as the book rotates to him. And then when he... Actually, wait, I'll have him hold it... Let's see. There's a few ways I can do this. I think we'll have it like this. He holds it up, lifts it up a little bit. The book rotates, puts it down, and then it enchants. Okay, and what I'm also going to do is the items are only going to have the enchanted glow when they're actually performing their enchantment or when they've been enchanted. Because I feel like them just being purple the whole time is kind of boring. I want to make them change color a bit. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do our usual make sure that the color actually works. So what we're going to do, not color, the camera. So we're going to have it capture a couple frames. And I've got to go grab a drink real quick. So I will be gone for just a few seconds while this is going on. But I will be right back. Music will be playing, and this will be going. I have returned. Okay, let's see. Is this animation still? It did move a little bit, but I think the movement is stopped. So we should be good. Yep, we're good now. Now we can move it back to regular onion skin mode, because normal is just easier to see. And I'm actually thinking, instead of having it like this, we're going to actually have it to the side. So yeah, it'll be the book rotates, then he'll lift up the item. Book rotates to face a person. Can't remember the character's name. There we go. It should be working pretty well. Ooh, it's even got a little bit of a glow to it. Nice. Almost rotated. I think it's just going to be completely level. Although I don't know if I want it to be completely flush. This looks like it's facing him already. Yeah, I'm actually not going to move it any more than that, because it would look like I don't want it to be completely flush with the edge of that. Okay, so it's rotated. He's going to then lift the crossbow. Let's have a look at how this is looking so far. Then he's going to lift the crossbow up. little bit more. And just gonna lean back a bit. And then maybe just another 2 frames holding still. And just leaning it down. And that's when the crossbow will become enchanted. And this is when we'll bring in the purple light. Right about here. Okay, and then we're going to switch out for the enchanted crossbow. He's 2 blocks away from it. Oh, this actually looks really cool. It just needs to be a little bit lower. Yeah, this is looking cool. And then he'll lift up the crossbow. Then I think we'll turn the light off then. And he'll turn it. Oh, that could definitely work. Although I think completely having the light off is not what I want. Okay, is this... Yeah, we're going to delete one of the frames without the light. There we go. Who else is watching? Not many people at the moment, I think. That does happen with the animation streams, though. Then we're going to just lean him back just a little bit more. I do want it to be a quick shot. And then, yes, I think maybe we'll just get it to 30. I know it's quick, but again, it's for a YouTube short. Okay, and now we're going to export that one. And that was much faster, I think, than animating the walking cycles. So now we're going to quick charge. This will be video files. Export movie. What do you use XP for? I think the YouTube XP, it's just to gauge who's the most active in chat. I think that's the main thing that goes with that, of what they're trying to do. Okay, come on, this video isn't long. You don't need to lag. You should be fine. I don't believe it. Come on. Come on. Why won't you load? It just keeps freezing. Or is that actually where it finished? I could have sworn he leaned further back by the end of the shot. Yeah. Oh well. You got the song The Very Model of Stuck in Your Head Today. Oh, is that the one from Pirates of Penzance? I'm gonna see. Will you work now? No. Why are you not working? You know what? I'm just gonna have faith that my video looks good at this point. Because otherwise I'm gonna be here all night just doing that over and over again. Okay, new scene. Let's see. After okay, so we've done crossbow, quick charge shot 2. So we're up to loyalty shot 2. Okay. So new scene, enchantment, loyalty. Scene 2. And that means we're gonna go back to Minecraft enchantments, loyalty, photos, save. And now we just do the same thing, except we're going to replace it with a trident person, which is actually Alex. Okay, first I need to make sure that the camera angle, that the trident's actually angled for good. Yeah, I think that looks good. And I'm going to actually have the movement and the book rotation be at the same time. I think it'll make it look more natural. And we want to make it that when the trident is down, yeah, that's going to look good. Okay. I know what the shot looks like. You don't have to tell me. Let's see. Have I heard of the Digital Circus? I've heard of it, but I'm not watching it at the moment. I don't really plan to watch it. I know of it. I don't know. It's just not really my cup of tea of things I want to watch. I also know nothing about it other than I assume there's a Digital Circus. And that it's an independently funded show. Okay. I did notice Alex, for some reason, is leaning a little bit. And we're just gonna try it up a bit more. We're gonna hold for a couple frames. And then trident comes down. And then once it touches the table, we'll play the enchantment sound. And then do the flash of purple light, switch to the enchanted item. It'll look cool. Okay. And then this is where we switch it out for the other trident. This is the nice fun part where I try to make sure that I've positioned it exactly the same in Alex's hand. Okay, if I actually, let's see, rotate this that way. And then just have it be like that. That should work great. And that's when we'll have the nice purple light. and then Alex will lift the trident back up so she can look at it. I just bumped the camera. Is it noticeable? Not really. I mean, ever so slightly. I think I can get away with it in the edit. I hope. One day I'm going to stop accidentally hitting the camera in important shots, but today is not that day apparently. Okay, let's see. How does this look? Okay, that actually is kind of noticeable. Yeah, that bothers me. I can't leave that. That's going to bother me this whole time. We do have to do the shot again, I'm afraid. I don't like having shots that do that. If I can avoid it. That's annoying. Oh well. Such is life. Okay, let's see. Okay, and let's actually have the book rotate and then she moves. I feel like that could work pretty well. Okay. Attempt 2. May attempt 2 go better than attempt 1. And then trident starts coming down. And now we're going to replace the trident with the enchanted variant. How does that look? Oh yeah, if we have the flash of light, that'll work great. I'm just going to angle the trident a bit this way. Yeah, that'll work great. And I just bumped the light. Hopefully that's not noticeable. Man, I am being clumsy tonight, guys. I am sorry. Okay. There we go. And then if I did this right, this will look really cool. Yeah, that does look cool. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That'll look great. And we want to capture. Let's do an additional 10 frames. Okay. And then after this, we will do... I think it's the pickaxe that's next, and then the armor. Yeah, that's going to work great. Export movie. This is going to go into video 2, loyalty. And that means we should be done with that one, as long as this exports correctly, which it should. There we go. Just waiting, waiting. Okay, looks like it's almost done. There we go. Gotta go. Sorry, Chris. No worries. Draw ahead. Thank you for watching as long as you did. It was great to have you here. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Okay, file. New scene. And it should be Enchantment Fortune. Scene 2. Hey Jim Bubbly, welcome to the stream. One thing that's kind of funny is your comment actually got held for review because it had a bunch of letters. But yeah, I am doing good. We are working on a Lego Minecraft mini-series right now, which is basically a bunch of enchantments for Minecraft. So, it's a lot of fun. As in, the series will be a lot of fun. I know it's a quieter stream. Animation streams tend to be a lot quieter, but that's life. I can live with that. And now it's time for the Fortune enchantment. But basically, Jim Bubbly, is that each short is going to be like showcasing a different enchantment and how it works in Minecraft, but like a really epic version of it. Okay. Now if I do this right, yeah, that's going to look cool. Okay. Although I am curious, if I want to make it that his hand doesn't slip as much on it. Now that looks weird. Okay. So it's going to end with the pickaxe right there. So we're going to angle his hand a bit. Yeah, that will work well. There we go. I'm not doing all the Minecraft enchantments. Tonight we're doing... Well, at least we're starting. I don't know if we'll get through all of them. But the ones we're doing tonight are... Quick Charge... Loyalty, Fortune, and Blast Protection will be the last one. But we'll see how it goes. There we go. I just bumped the camera, didn't I? I did. Man, that's the second time I've done that tonight. My camera's really close to my set. I'll have to start that again, but that's okay. It happens. And what we'll do is we're going to lean him back a little bit. I'm actually going to make it that he, like, lifts the pickaxe up and then, like, places it on the enchantment table. I hit the camera again. I am struggling, my friends. This is such a crammed camera distance between the set piece and my camera. Maybe I should stand back up. That will probably make it a little bit easier. There we go. we're going to have him lean back. Or at least start to lean back. That's a bit too much movement. Let's see, how does that look? Nope, he leaned forward. We need him to lean just a little bit back. There we go. But I might eventually do one on Bane of Arthropods. It depends how this does as a series. How many Minecraft enchantments I end up doing. But also, I can't do Bane of Arthropods at the moment because I don't have the enchanted Lego Minecraft sword yet. They're actually really expensive because they're only in a few sets. Which is kind of frustrating, to be honest. Okay, and then he didn't move there. Book turned, which means we're actually going to have him start to lean down, which means that we'll switch out the enchanted pickaxe pretty soon. There we go. And then I think I actually want to switch it out there. And if I did this right... Okay, I need to have him be holding it a little lower on the handle. Yep, that looks good. And now I just hit one of my lights. Did I wreck the whole scene? I did not. Man. There we go. And let's see. Now we've got our enchantment light, which is making the lavender. And the only reason I know that a Lego Minecraft enchanted item is lavender colored is because that's what it says on Bricklink. There we go. Now he's gonna lift up his pickaxe so he can kind of examine it. Just a little bit of movement. That's too much. A little bit less movement. Wait, what moved? The whole set is moving. What is going on? Did I bump my camera loose from a gear? What is going on? Oh, that's what's happening. The tape holding my camera down broke. Oh, this shot is being a nightmare to me right now. I'm gonna have to do that one again. I'm gonna duct tape more of my tripod down so it doesn't do that again. Okay. Man, I was hoping to get this entire series animated tonight. But if I keep having this happen, it's not gonna be all done tonight. But we will do our best. We will not give up. Okay. It definitely changed the camera angle a little bit when that happened. I think this one will work. But yeah, we do have to reset the scene now. Which is a little sad. Hey, Sci Guy, you joined in on the perfect time. Do better. Thank you. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of just doing better. What a novel idea. Oh, man. That was kind of disappointing. Okay. Let's have him be leaning a little bit. There we go. And then we'll have the enchantment book rotate to him. And hopefully this one will work better now that the tripod is retaped. we go. Is the set piece still moving? Let me double check here. Is the whole set moving? It is. Okay, we need to do a... So what it is it's just the camera settling into its new position. So we just need it to do a few... I usually do 24 photos to reset it. How's the animation going? Well, aside from the fact that we just had the camera fall over, pretty good. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it's relatively simple, so it shouldn't be an all-night thing by any means. I also won't let it because I actually have to work in the morning. I'm not used to actually having to work in the mornings. I like it when it's night and evening work shifts. Okay, for those who are in the chat, there's a rule about when I'm allowed to have caffeine, and no one has said it yet. If someone could say it so I can have my caffeine, that would make me very happy right now. But I am going to remain true to how things work here on this channel. So until someone says the keyword, I will not partake of my caffeine. Do the do. Thank you, Jim Bubalooey. This live stream is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Hashtag do the do. Hashtag sponsored, not sponsored. Hashtag someone please sponsor me so I can make money. Thank you so much to Jim Bubalooey and Psy Guy. I see you now, Psy Guy. He commented it first. Ah, there we go. Caffeine. Okay, it looks like now it's set. There we go. Okay, let's get back in business. The book is going to rotate. I hit the camera. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I just whacked my camera. I'm being so clumsy right now. Oh, that means it's probably going to have to settle again, isn't it? I am frustrated with myself. I can't believe I keep hitting my camera. This is wild. I've hit my camera like 3 times tonight, and it fell over once by itself. Okay. Any frame drift? Let's have a look. Okay, there actually isn't any. Okay, we're good. Okay, yeah, the only shaking is from me touching the table. Okay, there we go. Are you clumsy because I live in New Zealand? I do not live in New Zealand, and you know this. How dare you? Okay. The book is going to rotate. Then he is going to place his pickaxe on the enchantment table, which will turn his diamond pickaxe into an enchanted diamond pickaxe. And then we can move on to the next shot. I was not born in New Zealand. How dare you? Okay, so now he's going to... Okay, I meant to just have him lift the pickaxe and not really move. There we go. And then... There we go. Okay. And now, wait, did the screen still move? I get the distinct feeling my set piece is still moving. How is it moving? I just checked to see if it was moving. What is going on here? It shouldn't be moving. Why does it look like it's moving? It did move slightly. I'm going to finish this shot, and if it's just in the same direction, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it at this point. Because I need to make progress. I can't just be redoing the same shot over and over again all night. That is not productive. There we go. Okay, now we're going to switch out the pickaxe for an enchanted one. And then add the light effect. Not hit the camera. Okay. Okay, it needs to be angled like this. And a bit more like that. Then we're going to add a very nice and bright purple light. And that should... There we go. A nice enchanted effect. What's this for exactly? It's a series of Minecraft shorts that I'm doing, where basically each episode is going to showcase a different enchantment you can use in Minecraft, but like an epic intro of like the enchantment. So we'll see how it does. If it does well, I'll make more of them. I want to make more of them. Okay, I think the movement is either in my head or so little it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to do another 10 frames. What's for brekkie tomorrow? That's probably going to be a chocolate muffin that I left in my car. For this week, actually. So I can have breakfast in my car. Because I am not much of a morning riser. It is very hard for me to wake up in the mornings. It is not natural for me. I am a vampire. And I function best at night. There we go. I think that looks good. So now we're going to export movie. Export. And we need to make sure it goes to the right place. Fortune. Yes. Video. Export movie. Okay. We have done shot 2 for Fortune. So that just leaves blast protection. Is it going to be a stale muffin? I don't think so. Crikey, a muffin in your car. It's like, my car's in a shed. It's fine. And it's like a packaged muffin. It's not gonna go bad. It's fine. Relax. Okay, that didn't. It's just lagging. It's been doing this all night. But that'll work. I just need to confirm that the video file exists. File. Nope. File. New scene. We're doing blast protection. Scene 2. And so we're going to go back to Minecraft Enchantments. Blast protection. Photos. Save. And what I'm going to do is to make it so that it actually stays in the same format. I know that in actual Minecraft you can't enchant 2 items at once. But for blast protection, I feel like it's going to look better if it's a helmet and a chest plate. I could just do a chest plate. Because so far I've been keeping it accurate to how Minecraft actually works. Maybe I should just make it only the chest plate. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it just the chest plate. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to add some sticky tack to this dude so that when he's holding the chest plate, it doesn't fall off of his hands, since there's not really a place to hold it. Do I play Minecraft? Oh yeah, I play Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I think it's one of the best games of all time. Okay. Now, this one isn't going to look as good from this angle, but I want to keep the style the same in all of them. Okay, you can see the sticky tack on his wrist. I want to fix that, because that's bothering me. I don't want the special effect sticky tack to be visible. There we go. Now the sticky tack shouldn't be visible. There we go. Gonna have the book rotate into place. This one should work pretty well, although because we had drift problems before, we are gonna do 24 safety frames. There we go. Just waiting on these to finish. And this is a video where I feel like the further I go, the easier it is going to get. Because eventually I'll get to movements that aren't super repetitive. Which, while they might technically be easier to do, it's less mind-numbing. At least for me. Almost there. And let's see, any drift this time. Hopefully the answer is no drift. The drift has settled. There we go. That was very minor drift, but I think it is settled now. What do I think about the new Mandalorian N1 Starfighter set that is coming out? I haven't had a good look at it yet. So I don't have a solid opinion yet. Just because I haven't looked at it enough to have a good opinion, and I don't like to give like reviews or opinions if I actually haven't had a good look yet. But from my understanding, it's a UCS set, right? Like the big Ultimate Collector ones. There we go. There we go. And I think just one more frame of rotation. Then we're going to have him sit for a couple frames. You're excited for the new CMF? I am very excited for the new CMF. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, let's see, how is this looking? Looking good, I think. Okay, so then we're going to have him lean back and enchant the chest plate. There we go. Maybe just one more frame of movement. Then hold it. The new CMF, it's not like the whole thing's one theme or anything. It's just got some really cool minifigs. The ones that I'm definitely hoping to get. Oh man, now that I'm thinking, I can't. Now that I'm thinking about talking about it on a live stream, I can't think of what they are. I do want the robot T-Rex one. That one looks really cool. The Bionicle one, that's the one I was thinking of. And then the Monster Hunter. Those are the ones I'm looking forward to. And then there's also just like a swamp monster creature that's like made out of garbage. I do want that one because I think it's funny. I know that there are technically way like cooler ones, but in my mind that one's the coolest, one of the coolest ones because it's funny. There we go. So I'm just moving the sticky tack to the enchanted piece of armor so we can have a switch for the glowing effect. And something I'm going to try in these videos is making it that the glow effect isn't always on the item, because I'm worried that if I do that, it's going to look very like a solid light because it won't ever change, and I don't like that. There we go. I think I'm going to have him not lean quite as far. There we go. Add our purple light. Okay, actually, that light is too much behind him. Should be like this. There we go. There we go. Now it actually looks like it came from the item and not behind a Minecraft player. There we go. And then just one tiny bit of movement. And then I think 10 frames is what we did last time. And then we'll be done with all of these shots. And next we'll be doing a close-up of the character with the item. So this should be fun. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like that. I feel like once I add the enchantment sound, this is going to look really good. Because half of what makes animation good, and the reason why a lot of people who are new to animation don't think that things look good, is you've got to do sound design. Without sound, movement doesn't make sense. There we go. Okay, and then once this is through, it's just going to be a close-up of each character with the item. And what I'm also going to try to establish in this, I'm hoping it doesn't confuse people too much, is that aside from when the item is enchanted, it's only going to have its enchanted glow when it's doing the enchantment that it is. So, for example, the Fortune Pickaxe is only going to be glowing purple when it's mining. The Blast Protection's only going to glow purple when there's an explosion. Crossbow when it fires. Trident when it's floating through the air because of loyalty. Saga, we'll have to start getting ready for bed. So good. Talk to you later and good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let's have a look. How does this look? It froze again. Why does it keep doing this to me? What did I do to you, QuickTime player? You know what? I'm just going to have faith that the shot looks good. We walk by faith and not by sight. Which is a terrible thing in context of animation to say. For actual, like, biblical living, that is a great verse to live by. But that's not what you want to hear when you're animating, is by faith and not by sight. Okay. New scene. We're going to be going back to crossbow, which is quick charge. See you later, Jim Bubbalooey. Have a good one. Okay, so we're actually done with the enchantment table setup. So we're actually going to go back to... We're actually going to remove that and then change camera angles. But I believe in terms of actually changing the camera angle and not moving the set piece, this should be the last time we have to move the camera. So that should be nice. There we go. Gonna move this. Move you. You get out of there. We can tear off the duct tape at the base of my tripod. And actually put this back how it should be. Okay, how did I do this? No, nope, that's not it. There we go. And now we're going to lower this as much as possible. I know now we're looking underneath my table, but don't worry, once I raise the camera angle, we should be perfectly parallel to my table. Or at least close to perfectly parallel. And this is where, hopefully, some of the camera angles are going to be a lot easier. Okay, and I'm going to put a character standing in the middle of this. That way I know, does it look good? And also, is my camera lined up to a good spot? Okay, we want the character to be... We don't want them to be too close to the camera because right here where my finger is, that's going to be title. Right here is going to be like the like button and all that. So I think about here is good range. Yeah, about there, I think. So let's get our zoom in, our focus. And because there's only one character in focus right now, we can really, really focus on them. And not have to worry about sharing the focus with anything else in the scene. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's good. This is going to look good. Part of me is a little nervous that these videos aren't going to look good, but you got to experiment somehow. So there's only one way to experiment, and that's by actually doing it. So if this doesn't work, then it'll be one of the failed series that I've done on this channel. It wouldn't be the first. And that is okay. There is nothing wrong with occasionally failing as long as you keep going. Okay, there is a speck right there. There we go. I think that's the speck from... Wait. There's still a speck. Why is there a speck right there? Is that this speck? It is. It's a little speck in between bricks. I'm going to get that speck because it is bothering me. Did I get it? Did I get rid of the speck? No, there's still that tiny spot of light. Where is it? What is it? That's so weird. Is that right here? No. Right in front of my finger. Right here? That's so weird. What is it? Is it like a corner of a brick that has a gap in it? Maybe? There's like a speck of light just ominously sitting on my nice black wall. And it's back again! Okay, it's definitely... Oh, it's something reflecting, I think. Yeah, it's just reflection. I can get rid of that in post. I'm not going to try to figure out how light's reflecting right now. Okay. I'm going to put him in the middle, but slightly to the left because that's where the like button is on the right, and we want to make sure we're not interfering with that. We're going to add another light on top of the camera. Okay, that actually is not going to work because the wall is too reflective. Okay. Can I put it here, maybe? That looks good. Okay. So now I need to figure out how do I do this to show... Oh, what I could... Oh, that would require me not moving the character at all when I switch pieces. That's not going to work. I think maybe just him putting it in his inventory. That's what it will be. We'll have him put the crossbow in his inventory, because each time it's going to be different. Since it's a quick charge, we want it to be that he's putting it in his inventory. I suppose we actually do need to do some stability tests. Shoot multiple frames, 23. I think the only people in the chat, in the stream now, are me and someone. I might be Rebutnam watching, but like listening from it, I think. But that happens. It's okay. It's an animation stream. Go, almost done with this part. Because once we've tested stability, it's just a bunch of the same things over and over again. So we should be good. Okay. Let's see, any movement? I don't think so, but let's check it in difference mode. No, we're good. Only the first few frames had movement, which means the camera is settled in position. Nice and good. Nice and well. I don't know. And he's gonna kind of like turn as he puts it in his inventory. There we go. It's kind of funny though when you look at video game characters in like real life and how he's got a bit of light on his face, but that's okay. Light goes reflective. About how like they'll have this big huge item that they'll just put into this pocket in the middle of nowhere. They're just like, here's my giant crossbow, it's gone now. Let's see, how does this look? Yep, that's exactly what I wanted it to be. Then he's gonna put continue the hand motion. There we go. Puts it in his inventory. And then he's going to straighten back up. There we go. Kind of snaps back into position a little bit, so we're going to add a little bit of, just a little bit of movement to make that a little more natural. Let's see how that looks. I think that'll work. We're just going to add a couple frames at the end. There we go. I think that looks good. Export movie. Export. And that's going to go into quick charge video shot 3. There we go. And hopefully this one actually plays. I don't know why this one's lagging. It's less than a second long. Come on, computer. And there's all these imperfections you don't notice before, but that's what Lego looks like. I'm just like, oh, it should look perfect. New scene, and this should be Loyalty shot 3. And we're gonna go back to Minecraft Enchantments, Loyalty, Photos, Save. So now we'll switch to Alex with her trident. I think what we're going to do is this the middle? One over, right there. And it's going to be putting the trident down like that. I think that'll look pretty cool. But I just realized I have the mold side facing the camera. That's not what I want. And by mold, I mean like the side that has the plastic mold seals. Okay. There we go. I already know what it looks like. I want it to look like this. There we go. We do want onion skinning. There we go. Okay, I'm going to actually start this one again because I have the light on the opposite, on the side the trident is, and by doing that, there's a shadow on her face. And I don't want a shadow on her face. That doesn't look good. There we go. And now we can lift the trident. Okay, actually I'm going to do that again because she's not firmly on the ground. There we go. And then probably a 3-frame pause before she slams the trident on the ground, kind of making the noise the tridents make, which is really cool. There we go. Then another one. Yep, that'll work. And then we're actually going to take another 10 frames, just so that there's a little bit of a buffer there. Oh, and I need to mark off that I've done which one did I already animate? Crossbow one, and then we're about to finish the trident. There we go. Export movie. And this one's going to go into loyalty, video, export movie. And there we go. It's still doing the thing where it lags. Okay, that's alright. It happens. Can mark the trident is done. So the next one is the pickaxe. File, new scene. And that would be Fortune, scene 3. Okay, and we're going to Fortune, photos, save. And for this one, he's just going to lift the pickaxe and look at it. There we go. Maybe just one step back. There we go. And let's begin this one. There we go. And then as he lifts it, he's going to angle it to the left so we can actually see his face. Man, it's weird. His arms are really loose, but his head is stiff, which is making animating him a little funny. Okay, then we're going to angle the pickaxe away from you. There we go. little bit of shadow on his face, but that's okay. I don't think it's too drastic. Okay, we actually want him to lean this way a bit. Yep, and then we're gonna see how that movement looks. There we go. I'm gonna capture 10 more frames. Okay. And after this, it's gonna be the guy, the last guy putting on his suit of his chest plate. And then export movie, export. It's gonna go into Fortune Video. There we go. What's funny, the loading bar was moving to the beat of the music. That's kind of funny. I don't know if it was close and I was just imagining it, but it looked like it was. Oh, this one actually loaded correctly. It can't replay, but it loaded correctly. Nice. Okay, new scene. This is going to be Blast Protection. Scene 3. And then that's going to go to Minecraft Enchantments. Blast Protection. We're going to go to Photos. Save. And that's just going to be a character putting on his armor. Which actually we need to switch it back to the regular one. Since in this style of animating, we're making it that items appear as they usually are until the enchantment is actually actively doing something. Which I think will work really well. I think it might confuse a few people. I'll probably get some comments like, it should be purple the whole time. Like, yeah, but then you can't tell what item it originally was. Like if it was iron or diamond or something like that. And unless LEGO wants to dual mold Minecraft pieces, which I don't see happening, even though that would be really cool. I don't see that changing anytime soon. Okay. I think he's in a good spot. I like where he's at. He's going to lean back. And then put the armor on. And we're going to capture, let's do 6 frames. And we might delete a few of them. Okay, and then he's going to lean forward with the armor. And then once it gets to close to where his head is parallel to the floor is when the chest plate will move in onto him and not just in his hands. And I feel like if we do this right, it's actually going to look pretty good. Just trying to get the sticky tack out of the armor now that I used to hold the piece in place. go. And I think he was, what, here? Nope, to the left one. Alright, that's gonna work really well, actually. Yeah, that's just gonna look like he slipped it right on. I'm gonna remember that trick for when I do long-form Minecraft animations. There we go. Hey, Prismatic Breaks, welcome to the stream. It's a bit of a late night stream at the moment, but the animating is going well. I am working on animating a Minecraft mini-series. I just realized the music just stopped. Let's start the music back up again. Let's see, playlists. We just did Bop, so let's start the video game playlist. Where are you? Video games. Okay, was I having him go back up now? Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I think just one more frame where he moves ever so slightly. And let's play this and see how it goes. Man, that transition to the diamond chestplate moving onto him is way better than I thought it would be. That worked really well. Okay, export, blast protection video, export movie. And we can check that one off the list. And I actually already did the pickaxe one, so we can check that off the list. So this is going well. Okay, let's have a look. It's probably not going to load right now since I'm streaming at the same time. Okay, it actually did. That's weird. It usually hasn't been doing that very well lately. And I just realized, did I not add any buffer frames at the end? I can edit that in if I need them. Although I might actually not want them. Okay, so now we're up to pickaxe shot 4. So that would be Fortune. Fortune scene 4. Oh no, that's not Fortune. That would be, we're up to the crossbow. New scene, it would be quick charge, which is QC, scene 4. There we go. I'm Lego Universe 12 and Rocky. Ah, that's who you are. Okay, so you are someone who's been on these streams before. Awesome. Whenever people have multiple accounts or their name changes, I'm always just like, do I know this person? I can't remember if I do or not. I don't know. Okay, so this shot is going to be a skeleton revealing itself with a weapon. And we want the angle to be interesting. What we're going to do is we're going to hold him about here. How does this look? Okay, actually going to put him back a bit. Yeah, that's a good camera angle for him. We're going to have him start down. Hey, Fluid. Hey, no worries. I was a little worried. Not like that. I didn't want you to feel like you have to be here or else. But I was worried because you don't miss many streams. So I'm glad that you're good. Let's get this skeleton into focus. And we're actually going to switch that bow around. Because right now we've got that seam line right here. And we don't want that on camera when we can avoid it. There we go. Where did I have him? Was it about here? Let's move him one forward since this is a short. We want to make sure we keep this area nice and clear because that's where the like buttons and all that. In fact, there's going to be titles here, so I'm actually going to put him back one more. There we go. And this is going to be a very complicated shot. Oh, you've been sick, Fluid? That's not good. If you've been sick, should you be watching my stream at like 11 o'clock at night? Oh, I suppose you're in a different time zone. But yeah, I want you to still get your rest. Please don't get sicker on my account. I'd feel really bad. But Fluid, to explain what we've been doing, and also to Lego Universe's switched account, so this is another mini-series. And this mini-series is it's going to be a set of 4 Minecraft shorts displaying different Minecraft enchantments. And I'm trying to film all 4 of them at once, which is making me have to pay a little bit close attention, but I think it's working pretty well. I'm trying something new with using the black background. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. I'm undecided, but the only way I'm going to find out is if by actually practicing, by actually trying things. So I want to do it. Okay. I know that I am having the skeleton move slowly, but the point is that he's about to shoot at someone who has quick charge. So that actually works pretty well. And then we're going to capture an additional 10 frames just in case. Yep, I'll catch you when you're back. I'm probably going to stream for probably another 40 minutes. I'm trying to finish this video off. Whether I actually do, I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, how does this shot work? It looks good. I mean, it's a simple shot. Which enchants am I doing? We're doing a quick charge for the crossbow, fortune for the pickaxe, loyalty for the trident, and then blast protection for a chest plate is what we're doing. Let's see. We're in quick charge, video, export movie. Okay. And since this one with the skeleton, he actually gets shot on shot 6. Instead of jumping to the next one, we're actually going to finish off all the skeleton shots. That way we don't have to reset the same camera angle. There we go. It's a simple one, but also kind of the whole point of these ones is that they are simple. Okay, new scene, and we're doing scene 6 of the skeleton getting hit with the crossbow bolt. Although I guess in Minecraft it's just considered an arrow, not a bolt. Okay. And since I've learned that I can animate them pretty well without trying to hold the crossbow like this, I can just take a picture of an arrow instead of trying to hold it like this. I'm not going to animate the arrow hitting him until it has hit him, and we will add that in post. Because I have learned that I am not bad at that. So I'll give myself 10 frames to work with. Hey, Sir Katamark, welcome to the stream. We're animating some Minecraft shorts right now. I am realizing that by using these dark bricks, if I ever want to animate the ancient city, this is probably how I'd do it. Because I know the ancient city is technically like a very deep blue. But I feel like that the black works really well. And I just dropped the arrow I was about to animate on the floor. Where did it go? Oh man, if I don't find it, I'm going to step on it later. That would not be good. Let's get a flashlight on the ground. Found it. There we go. Okay. Did I bump the table? Did it move? Did I? I've got a feeling I bumped the table. Okay, no, I didn't. Never mind. I've accidentally knocked the camera like 3 or 4 times this stream, so I'm kind of paranoid at the moment. Ugh. There we go. So, Kaidamuk, big fan. Thank you. I appreciate that. I still find it crazy that I actually have fans. It's kind of wild to me. Okay. He's got an arrow sticking out of his head now. I know he's leaning forward, so we're going to fix that. We're going to have him like that. Okay, no, he needs to actually lean back. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. You love Minecraft and Lego? So do I. I love Minecraft. And I like Lego more than I do Minecraft. But both of them together are great. And why is he falling apart the wrong way? Stick. Come on. Stick where you're supposed to. Oh, that's what happened. The arrow went down a bit. Come on. There you go. Stay angled up a bit. We're actually going to have him like that. I think that actually will work pretty good. Then we want to have him like that. It's going to feel like a lot of movement, but when you look at how quickly Minecraft creatures actually fall, this is pretty accurate. Plus, I want to make it feel like he got, like, majorly hit with the arrow. Like a dead eye shot. Dead center. There we go. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to have to step away from the mic real quick. I'm going to have it that when he dies, there's a bone that lands there. I feel like that'll look good. Lego Cars. The Cars movie is so good. Am I going to do death effects? It depends. I mean, I'm going to have him disappear and then a bone be there. But I don't know if I'm going to actually make him turn red. Undecided. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Just got to grab a bone. Okay. Let's see. I am back now. And we're going to add the bone roughly in the center of where he fell. Oh, that actually looks like it's his arm that became the bone. That works really well. And we'll just add a buffer. I'm going to actually try to angle that so that you can tell it's a bone. Let's try that. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that works much better. Shoot 9 frames. Okay. So we have filmed the skeleton reveal shot. We just finished filming the skeleton dying. So we are on a good pace. I don't know if I'm going to completely wrap up tonight. It looks so funny that he just disappears to burn. I'll probably add some kind of death effect. But that is an accurate representation of how the game works. Like, that's a longer death than I think some Minecraft mobs actually get. Export movie. And this one we actually are already in the correct place to export it. can check that off the list. And since we're kind of like, I am drinking but yes, hashtag do the do, hashtag sponsored, not sponsored, hashtag someone please sponsor me so I make money. Yeah, it's lagging when I try to play a video on stream right now, so that'll work fine. Let's do shot 5 for the crossbow one. Is he in a cave? This one because it's like showcasing different enchantments, I wanted to keep the background the same in all of them. So just all of these just take place in a black room because more like test footage type stuff. We'll see. Depending on how it does online, I might change that style for the next wave of them if I do more of these. LEGO Universe, bye, I have to go to bed. Have a good one. Thank you for watching as much as you did. I really appreciate it, especially that I'm streaming very late at night, so I really do appreciate it a lot. Okay, so now we are filming the character do like a quick draw with his crossbow. And for those who weren't here when I was talking about it before, the way I'm animating this crossbow, since it's enchanted, is I'm not having it always glowing purple because that doesn't, in my opinion, I feel like it looks silly if it's always purple. Because in Minecraft it has like a glint. It's not always glowing. So that's what I'm trying to do, is make it that it isn't always glowing. And basically what I'm doing is in this LEGO Minecraft world, enchantments glow when they're being used. So in this instance, when he does the quick draw, that's when his crossbow will glow. Okay, can you see the sticky tack here? As the sticky tack is very obvious. Okay, I need to make the sticky tack less obvious. I'm just going to keep reducing how much sticky tack I have holding the arrow to the crossbow until I can get it to not be obvious. But also make it not completely fall off. Okay, this one actually looks pretty good. How does this look? Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. Okay. I don't know who you're saying, Sir Kaidamark. Does he know? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't say goodbye to LEGO Universe 12 before. I will see you next time. Okay. There we go. And I just want to make sure that when he's holding a crossbow, that it actually is in focus. Is this in focus, and does it look good? Okay, yeah, the focus is a little bit off, so we can fix that. Even though at this point, everything once I actually export the file is going to be in focus, but I do want the crossbow to be in the most focus. There we go. So what we're going to do is he's going to reach his hand back and then do a very cool, like, Western quick draw thing. When you're saying bro is oblivious, is it me or someone else that's being oblivious? I'm scared. Okay, so he's turning, reaching hand back. Oh, I do need to turn on onion skin so I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. I feel like you're just trolling me, Fluid. Are you just trolling me? Are you trying to make me panic when I don't need to? It's not me. I just realized who I've been calling Sir Kaitamon. That's Chris Comedy's backwards. That's. Yeah, I do now. Yes, your username is my username backwards. Are you Chris Comedy's fan, or is this a different person? There we go. That's not it. Though your name is my username. Well, it's like first name, last name backwards. Man, now I'm like, what else do I not know? What am I missing? You're both fluid? Are you serious? You're doing this to me again? Why? Why does this keep happening to me? You know what? I think he's actually moving too slow. I'm gonna delete every other frame here. Oh, no, not that one. Yeah, we don't want it to be too slow, because this is meant to be a quick charge shot. Okay. Okay, just gotta fix this. And then we gotta add the purple light. That's like the enchantment glow. Okay, how's this looking? Okay, and this is the weird part where we've actually got to spin his arm the other way around so that he can actually do the full rotation here. Although I've realized now that I've kind of lost where he was standing. Okay, I moved him too close. There we go. Well, Fluid, you got me. Now that I'm actually going to do is have him take a step back as he fires. Because at the moment, his crossbow is going to be almost out of range of the camera as he shoots. Actually, wait. Okay, I'm going to delete this, have him be leaning back more. Thank you, Chris Comedy's backwards / fluid, for messing with me once again. Come on, balance. There we go. Okay, I actually need the crossbow to be closer to actually firing. There we go. And at this point, we switch to a regular crossbow. And then the enchantment glow will turn off because the arrow has gone. And let's see how this looks. Bang, bang, bang. Part of me doesn't like it, part of me really likes it. I think that's just how this is going to be. And I think we'll just finish the movement off because crossbows would have a little bit of a kick. You think it needs more recoil? I think adding the bolt will sell the movement more. Because also, recoil from a crossbow, there is some, but not as much as you'd think. Like a spin. The spin's going to be in the next shot. There will be a spin. And then we're going to save the movement there. And then he's going to lean forward again. There we go. There we go, yeah. The fact that he leans forward again makes it feel like it has more knockback. So the fact that he leans back then leans forward, that sells it. And then we'll add, like, the arrow flying. And then that'll sell it. There we go. He is holding with one hand. I fired a crossbow before. It doesn't have as much kickback as you think. Because it is... It does depend on the power. And I suppose we are talking an enchanted crossbow at this point. But I think it'll work. Yes, K-Nader Gaming, we are making more Minecraft shorts. Welcome to the stream. I was hoping to completely finish this series tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But I'm doing my best, though. There we go. Who would win, Kirby or Steve? Kirby. Kirby would win. Yeah, I think that's going to work pretty well. Especially since with this, sound is what's going to sell the fact that it's an enchanted crossbow. Okay, so now we're just going to switch to new scene. And this is going to be scene 7. And then the crossbow one will be done. Future stop motion sneak peek. This is, yes, I mean, this is one that will be posted probably Saturday, if everything works well. Okay. Now, can I make a crossbow spin look good? It's really hard because they're huge. Maybe if he, like, lifts it up with one hand and angles it. Yeah, if he flips it down, then puts it back. Yeah. So it's going to be, he's going to start like this, and he's going to angle it out, flip it down. Yep. That's how it's going to work. There we go. I think that'll work. Chris, you have a stop motion question? Then hopefully I have a stop motion answer. At least I'll do my best to have a stop motion answer. I'm actually going to reset that a bit. Okay, that's my enchantment light. We don't want the enchantment. We need a little bit more just fill light. Yeah, right there should work pretty well. K-Nader agrees, Kirby. Yeah. Kirby's just extremely powerful. Like, people underestimate how powerful Kirby is, even when they say he's one of the most powerful video game characters. Okay, explain the Kirby reasoning. Kirby routinely takes on characters that are like, I can destroy the entire universe, and then Kirby beats them up on his way to get revenge for someone taking his lunch. And that's another good thing with that K-Native Gaming pointed out is that Steve's toughest battle is the Wither. Kirby's toughest battle. Oh man, which one would you even say K-Native Gaming is his toughest battle? In a film, when two or more shots are in the same frame set camera angle but are not adjacent, how do you film? Do you plan it out and film them all and disperse them out through the film? I usually film them all at once if I can. If I know I'm going to use a camera angle a lot. That's definitely something I try to do. And then he's going to kind of like flip it back into his inventory. Or maybe I'll just have him like flip it over to the front again. That might look kind of cool actually. Void Termina. Which one's Void Termina again, K-Native Gaming? I can't remember that one. Star Allies gotcha. Are we talking game lore or lore? If we go game lore or lore, Kirby becomes Kirby just gets it even more. Because in Kirby games, you've got what he does in the actual game, but then like in mini games, he like accidentally punches a planet in half during a mini game because he's that powerful. Kirby's just on a whole nother level. Even though like Steve is more powerful than a lot of video game characters, Kirby just takes it to a whole new level. Let's see, how's this looking? Oh, I think this actually is looking cool. Magalore Soul is also crazy. I agree. Magalore Soul is wild. Like, Magalore Soul could be the villain of like a horror game, and he would fit in perfectly fine. And he's the final boss in a Kirby game. I need him to still be holding onto it. Come on, you can do this. Are you on this block? All right, Legolas or Hawkeye? Ooh. I do feel like if we want to make it fair, we should do like Hawkeye from the comics. Although even Hawkeye from the movie would make it really tough. Man. I think Legolas might actually have more misses than Hawkeye does, because in the comics, I think he's missed like once when it wasn't affected by someone else's powers. So, I don't know. That's a really good one. Oh, he totally slid forward and I didn't notice. But that actually kind of looks good. Even though he didn't step, it kind of looks like he shuffled forward. That's going to be an accidental that looks good. Because generally sliding forward like that looks bad, but I think it actually looks pretty cool right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it. Like, it really does kind of work. And then we're going to do a freeze frame, and that's what it's going to, like, flash on the screen, like, quick charge. And then basically, each time... Yeah, no, it really looks like I did it intentionally. If anyone asks in the comments, I want you to, like, reassure them that, yes, he did that intentionally. Even though, realistically, they're not going to ask if I did that intentionally. Okay, Nader Gaming, I think Hawkeye is a better shot, but Legolas has his elvish physique. That is fair. That's... I feel like you could realistically make a good argument for either one of them. Plus, also, even if it just comes down to arrows, Hawkeye, I think, carries more arrows than Legolas does. Okay, one more time. I think that looks good. Also, the reason I use this guy for quick charge, he's got like a sheriff badge. I was gonna give him like a big cowboy hat, but because it's a short and I don't have as much room on camera, it took up way too much space. Okay. Legolas took down a giant elephant. That is true. I don't know, it's kind of hard because Hawkeye also, like, he'll take on characters that are way more advanced than a bow and arrow constantly. And he comes out pretty much unscathed, usually. So, I don't know. I feel like you could make a pretty good argument either way. Okay. That is true. Hawkeye did trick the God of Mischief with tricking Loki. I never really thought of it that way. Okay, if you're worried about... Yeah, it's not actually that jittery. That's just a lag issue I have when I'm streaming. The shot looks fine. There we go. Okay. Which one do we want to do next? I think the Fortune one only has one shot left, so let's do the Fortune one. And get that done. New scene, so this is going to be Enchantment Fortune Shot 4. And then we're going to go to Minecraft Enchantments, Fortune, Photos, Save. Okay. Okay, we need the... Okay, we might actually have to move... How do I want to do this? I think we actually have to move the camera out a bit. Maybe about there. That way we can have the pickaxe. I'm a little bit worried about this one. I think I might actually have to increase the camera height, because we need to make sure we have enough space below the block for the title of the short to not be in the way. Yeah, so like that should work pretty well. You know what? We're actually going to make it even lower. I think we want to keep it right above that line. Yeah, there we go. That should work pretty well. Okay. Now, this is one thing I need to figure out how I want to do with this enchantment. Is when the miner is mining the pickaxe, do I have it glow every time he hits the ore? Or just when he gets when he breaks it and there's all the diamonds? I think when he breaks it and there's 4 diamonds. Because that's the... We're actually going to move this to the left a little bit to make room for the like button and all that. Yeah. So what we're going to do is he's going to be... Let's do it like this. Yeah. And then what I'm going to try to do is actually to add the Minecraft breaking animation over the top of it in the editing. We'll see if it looks good. I tried doing it with bricks, and I didn't like the effect I've got so far. Okay, I need a brighter light on his face. Because the... Let's see. Trying to rearrange the lighting so that the shadow from the pickaxe isn't as annoying. Because it's kind of annoying me. Maybe if I do the light from directly above. Yeah, we go. We're going to actually move this one a bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. My only concern, actually, is that at this angle, you don't see the shape of the pickaxe. We might actually make this a sideways one. Like this. Because that way, you actually get the shape of the pickaxe and not just... Because really, we're not watching this to see his face. We're watching this to see the enchantment effect. Which means we can actually rearrange our lighting a little bit now. And now we want a light like this. I actually kind of like this. There's going to be a little bit of shadow on his face, but that's okay. I can live with that. And then it's going to be... I just want to make sure when it lands, does it look like he's hitting it? Okay, we need to move it up a bit. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. Zach King or Loki? Zach King. And my reasoning for that is I was watching like actual like CGI like artists and animators and all that try to figure out one of his magic tricks and they couldn't. And there are people that have also shot really cool magic tricks before. So I'm like, if he can trick other people that make the same thing, I'm gonna go with that. Okay, we'll do our test frames to make sure everything's holding still. Okay, now let's put on the difference map. There was some movement, but it looks like... Has it settled? I don't know if it has. Let's do another 10 captures. Just want to make sure that the camera settles, because whenever I move it a little bit, it's just... I don't know if it's given the carpet or something with my camera, but you've got to let it do a few frames. Okay, let's see. Yep, now it's good. I forgot it flashes really bright white. There we go. Okay. Let's get to mining. Like, you know what? I'm gonna check real quick. How long does it take for a diamond pickaxe to break diamond ore? Because this is something that people might comment like, this is very wrong. Okay, the answer is 0.65 seconds. So that would be... I bet I can actually figure this out to the frame, actually. I just need to do 0.65 times 24. 15.6. So it should be on the 16th frame that the diamond door breaks. Insomniac Spider-Man or Breath of the Wild Link. Oh, man. Either one is already really powerful. And I just realized it's 16.5 once he starts hitting the diamond block. So that means that... Okay, so that was hitting the diamond block right there. So it's this plus 15 now. So it's going to be on frame 21. And I just realized because he's got slightly wonky legs, he is going to move. So we're going to make it that his body actually goes up and down with swinging the pickaxe. I feel like that should work. That's a good speed. I like that. And then we're going to take one more frame on the upswing. Just with it still. Yeah, I think I agree with Cadenata that Link's awesome, but Spider-Man's just ridiculously powerful. Yeah, that feels at a regular Minecrafty speed. Is it Emmett? I don't think it's technically Emmett. This one's meant to... Oh, wait. Or were you asking if the character was Emmett? Oh, Insomniac Spider-Man or the Chosen One. Oh, from Alan Becker? Now, that is an interesting one. I'd probably put the Chosen One from Animated versus Animation. Like, if they exist in the same world, that is. Okay. So this is when the ore is going to break. And we're going to switch out the pickaxe for the enchanted one for the fortune effect. Okay. Now I just need to find where he was standing. Okay. Back one. To the left one. Left another one. There we go. And the cool thing is we just make it go down lower than he was before. Okay, I think he shouldn't lean so far forward. There we go. And then we're going to add our purple light for the nice enchantment glow. Can I put it at the bottom of the screen without it showing up too much, or is he still... Ah, the light is just visible. Well, technically, the main thing is just that it looks like the glow is coming from the pickaxe. So let's try... There we go. I think I like that. And then we're going to have the diamonds. This diamond is not going where I want it to. Okay, the diamonds need to be moving a little bit this way. I think that'll work. Dum, 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 and it's okay if the diamonds move when the pickaxe touches them, because that's how motion actually works. As long as it looks good on camera. Oh, my phone just fell asleep. Why are you asleep? You're playing a video. Okay, and then we're going to remove... That means there's only going to be purple for like 2 frames. Maybe I want to keep that, actually. Which means I just moved my light, but that's okay. Let's move it back. Yeah, maybe make it like the light slowly fades away. Might be a good way to do it. Move the light back. Okay, and now we're going to switch back to the first pickaxe, which is the diamond one. And he's going to actually start bringing the pickaxe back up. Okay, he's too close. Okay, I like where the pickaxe is. His body needs to be further back, though, than that. There we go. That'll look good. Okay. Oh, he leaned too far. Too much movement too quick. There we go. And then the diamonds are just going to slowly move towards the miner. Into his inventory. And then he's also going to turn his head to look at his pickaxe because it's cool. And it has Fortune 3. Even though the video is just going to be called Fortune. Because I feel like if I have too many numbers in the title, it's going to be confusing. Okay, he's leaning too far back. His head will be out of frame. Especially since YouTube Shorts, like, crops it a little bit. Oh no, the diamonds moved the wrong way. This is recoverable. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much movement. There we go. Does this feel better? Okay, that actually does look pretty good. Elsa or the White Witch? Now, that is a good question. Sorry, I just got a message from work about my schedule. Oh, yeah, there we go. I misread it at first. I thought that they were saying I needed to be an hour earlier, and I'm like, I don't think that's what it was. But nope, I'm looking at it right now. There we go. But in terms of Elsa and the White Witch, I think I would give it to... Oh man, that's hard because I feel like when it comes to actual ice powers, Elsa has more, but when it comes to actually experience in combat and using those powers against people, the White Witch definitely has the advantage there. So I'd say this feels like a cop out answer. If Elsa is actually in charge of her emotions, then it would be Elsa would win. But she quite often is not in charge of her emotions, which is going to be what decides if she does well or not. So Elsa should win, but the White Witch definitely can win. There we go. I don't know if I should have made the diamond split so it would emphasize there was 4 more. I could make it that his inventory pops up here. Like inventory, like maybe like right here. Have the inventory box open, and then you see 4 diamonds. I do like the effect though. I think it turned out well. I mean, you can tell it's a group of diamonds. It doesn't necessarily have to be 4 diamonds, because Fortune 3 just makes it you can get up to 4 diamonds. Okay, so let's export the movie. Export. And then that's going to go to Fortune. Export movie. There we go. And I could try to finish all of these shots tonight. However, I do have to work tomorrow morning. So what I'm going to do is we'll look at this shot if it actually plays. And then we'll do the Bible verse of the night, and then I'm going to call it. Because I do not want to be tired all day tomorrow. Especially since the first thing I've got tomorrow morning is a meeting. And you don't want to be tired during a meeting. That's not good. Okay, let's see. Pulling up the verse. Ooh, this is a good verse for today. But let's see if the video played well first. It's lagging so bad because I'm streaming at the same time. But I think that clip actually turned out pretty well. Yep, I like that. Okay. So, today's Bible verse is, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Proverbs 18:24. And obviously the lesson from that is if you want to have friends, you've got to be friendly. But also, when there's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother, you are going to have friends that might stick closer than a brother. But the ultimate friend, who is Jesus, is going to stick closer than any brother ever could. And that is our Bible verse for the day. So let me catch up on chat real quick. White Witch and Elsa versus Frozone. Man, I feel like at that point, Frozone has more experience and he's more combat smart. Even though Elsa really should win any fight that she's in, I feel like if Frozone's in a good headspace, he could beat Elsa and the White Witch. It really just, it will depend on environment a little bit for that one, I think. By the way, on that lovely note, thank you for keeping the chat active with characters versus each other fluid. And thanks for joining this K-Native Gaming, even though it was very late. But yeah, you all have a wonderful evening. Have a good one. And remember, God is good. There's my end button. There it is.